Welcome to Dayla's class, brought to you by Alondra, Sofia, and Carmen. Like the water wheel, we will be designing and making a hydro car to demonstrate how we can use water and kinetic energy to produce energy. For this activity, you will need the following materials: 4 CDs, 4 popsicle sticks, a pair of scissors, 10 bottle caps, a glue gun with glue, a soda bottle, 8 dowels, GI wire, 4 stoppers, and 1 thumbtack. We will begin by taking our 4 popsicle sticks and scissors. I cut my popsicle sticks in half. However, I later found out that was a little bit too big, so I recommend cutting them around 2 inches. Once you set up your hydro car, it should be slightly touching the ground, but not too much, otherwise it won't be able to move efficiently. Up next, you will need a bottle cap and scissors. You're going to have to make 8 slits all around the cap. Make sure they're equally spaced and that it will be able to fit the popsicle sticks sideways. It's time to glue your pieces of popsicle stick into the slits of your bottle cap. It should look like this when you are done with that step. You will now need your 8 bottle caps. You're going to glue your bottle caps onto the ends of your popsicle sticks. Make sure all your bottle caps are facing the same direction. Your wheel will look like this when you are done with this step. To finish off your water wheel, you will need another bottle cap. Flip your wheel to the part that does not have a cap in the center. You may have to use your scissors again to do the slit. Once you have done your slits, you will super glue the bottle cap onto the center. Up next, you will need 3 CDs and 3 bottle caps. You will start by gluing your bottle caps onto the center of your CDs. Do this for all 3 CDs. Move 2 CDs out of your way for now. The one that is left in front of you, flip it over. Get another bottle cap. You will need to glue the other bottle cap on the other side of the CD. Grab your soda bottle and your scissors. You will need to cut the bottom third of your bottle. I start by carefully making a hole in the bottle. Once the hole is done, I will take my scissors and cut the rest of the way. Be careful with the slip. Please do not hurt yourself. It should look something like this by the time you are done. When you assemble your car, the bottom of your bottle that you just cut out will be on top of your CD. You will be making a hole in the bottom of your bottle, and it has to match up with the hole in the CD. For this step, I will be using my glue gun. Make sure that your hole is big enough so the water will be able to run through freely. This is where the water will go that will power your car. You will now need your thumbtack and your dowels. For this step, I will be showing you how to poke holes in the dowels. Take your thumbtack, press firmly on it. It should make a small dent. From there, just keep wiggling and wiggling and wiggling until you get your hole. It's going to take a lot of time, so please be patient with this step. To make your hole wider, you will just need to keep wiggling the thumbtack around while it's in the hole. It's going to take a lot of time, but you'll get there. For your 4-inch dowels, you will need to make a hole on each side. And for your 6-inch dowels, you will need to make 3 holes, 1 at each end and 1 in the middle. It's time to assemble your car. Take a stopper and take your wire. Put your wire through your stopper. Take your 4-inch dowel and put the wire through the hole that you just drilled. You will now take your 6-inch dowel and put your wire through one of the end holes as well. Because the hole that you drill into your dowels are very small since they were done by the thumbtack, it might take a little bit of extra wiggling to make more room for the wire. You will now take one of your CDs that has one of the single bottle cap. Take a piece of index card. You will need to glue this onto your CD on the opposite side of where the bottle cap is. Once that is glued on, take your wire. Stick it through the index card and put it through your CD and the hole on your bottle cap. Your bottle cap should have a hole in the center. This is where the wire will go through. To make a hole, all you would need would be the thumbtack. Press it in the center until you make your hole. Once your hole is there, then go ahead with your wire and put your wire through. Up next, we'll be attaching our wheel. Once again, both of the sides of our bottle cap should have holes in the center. If they don't, use a push pin to create the hole. Once your wheel has been pushed in, get a stopper. Put it through the wire. This is to ensure that your wheel does not move around too much. You will now get your 4-inch dowel. Insert the wire through the hole, and then you will do the same thing with your 6-inch wire. Up next, you will need your CD with the 1 bottle cap. You will insert the wire through the center of the bottle cap. Once again, if you don't have your hole yet, do a hole with the push pin. To make sure that your CD does not move or go anywhere, add a stopper and add super glue, or you use your glue gun to make sure that it stays in place. Then flip it over and do the same thing with the other side. By this point, your car should look something like this. Pull both of your 6-inch dowels back. Get your wire and insert it through the middle holes of your dowels that you made. You will now need another 4-inch dowel. Insert the wire through one of the holes that you made once again. Once your dowel is in, insert 2 stoppers. One of the stoppers will hold in place a dowel that you just placed in, and the other one will hold in place the other dowels that you are about to put in. Once your stoppers are in, get your 4-inch dowel and insert the wire through the hole. Once that dowel is in, insert the wire through the second hole of your 6-inch dowel. You will now be attaching the last CD to our dowels. Get your wire. Insert your wire through the hole of your dowel. Once your wire is in, you will have to put it through the bottle caps attached to the CD. If your bottle caps still don't have holes, use your push pin to make a hole in the center, just like we did with the other ones. Lastly, to finish up this portion, you will insert your wire through the last hole that you have left. As you can see here, since there are no stoppers, the wheel is a little bit wobbly, which means that we will have to make our own stoppers if you don't have any left. To create our own stoppers, you will only need to use your hot glue gun. Add some glue to both sides of the wheel, but not directly next to it. Leave enough space so the wheel will be able to turn when needed to. We are almost done. You will need to put your dowels up, the 4-inch ones, and then the other pieces that you have left, you're going to glue that piece of dowel in between the 4-inch dowels, right at the top. It should look like this. After this, your car is done. All that is left to do is to place your CD on top of your dowel. The bottom of the bottle that you cut out should be on top of your CD. When water falls down the hole, the bottle cap that is there gets filled up. The bottle cap then gets pushed down because it's too heavy. Then the next one comes up. That one also gets filled up and therefore it gets pushed down. This then starts creating kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is an object in motion. If water keeps falling down, the wheel will stay in motion, and therefore our car will stay in motion. Does this sound familiar? It should. This is what happened when we did our water mill experiment too. What similarities and what differences do you notice? Did you have any difficulties with your car staying in motion? I sure did. Part of it could have been the way it was built, or the hard surface. Maybe try different surfaces. See what happens. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for joining me today.